it's amazing to be back here, especially in the middle of the season where the team is making a playoff push, and I'm happy to be a part of that and try and help the team get in the playoffs. I've grown up in this area. I've watched the Revolution play since the first year they started playing here, and it's kind of it's always been a dream of mine as a little kid to finally play professional in your hometown. So I'm really excited.
What are you looking to add to the club?
I think my experience playing at high levels in Europe and with the national team, me being a striker, my pace, and definitely goal scoring. And I'm just looking to help out any way I can, whether that's, I know they're playing in a 4-3-3, so playing in one of those three forward positions and just helping the team with, doing what I do best, which is causing usually trouble for the defenses and scoring goals.
Well, it was good that he's here this week, and we can assess and see how he can help us.
Yeah, what was kind of the thought process behind going out and get him and bringing him in to complement what you've already got?
Well, I think it's important that that on this one it was both club and player that we're excited about the opportunity. I think Charlie's from the area, and there's been times when we've talked about bringing him back, but it had to be all aligned, and I think that the timing was right and the situation was right.
Yeah, and what are you expecting him to add at this point? He's a little bit different player than the guy that you played with at the Gold Cup a few years ago.
Well, we're looking at Charlie as Charlie Davies, the player he is today when we got him, when we signed him. And for me, he adds, he has MLS experience in that, 2000, I believe it was 2010, he scored 11 goals for DC United.
Yeah.
And we need to assess where he's at and what role he's going to play for us, and he's a part of that, in terms of what he performs like in training and to get to where he needs to be. But for us, he's an added weapon, whether we push him upside as a second striker, or out wide as our third striker, or central as a point person. I mean, for me, he's versatile enough where he can play all three positions.
When did this move kind of first pop onto your radar?
Maybe just 2 weeks ago, and to me it sounded like a no-brainer. I think it's a perfect situation for me with all the support that I have here, and I genuinely think that Jay and the coaching staff, as well as Mike Burns and the teammates, will generally want me to get better and help the team win and push me in ways I need to be pushed in the field. So I think it's gone really smoothly, actually, the transition.
Do you think you have something to prove?
Of course, and that's another reason why I wanted to come here, is to come back to the United States, improve. Not only have I gotten much better since I last played here with DC United, I think I really feel like it's time to come back here and show people that I'm not hiding. I haven't gone away. I still think I have a lot to offer, and I want to continue to get better. So I think this was the perfect place for me to come.
He's different than the other guys we have, so there's that opportunity, but also with where we're trying to get our team, we've talked about it from day one, competition, and he brings that. He's going to be able to elevate the players around him just by being present, just by scoring goals in training. You guys start to really work a little harder after training to get continue to keep their time on the field, and I like that. I like it when it's a constructive, competitive environment.
And just obviously, I've only seen him for a couple hours playing, but what do you see from him in terms of maybe being able to play sooner than later?
Charlie?
Yeah.
Sooner. I think he's getting there. I think he's, in terms of full match fitness, there's ways to go with that because you have to be reasonable to what he was doing before he got here. But he'll have a good week of training with us, and we'll be able to assess him. But the progression is to get him, playing more this week and make a decision on Friday if he can, how many minutes he can play on Saturday. If it's 90, 60, 30. I mean, I think we're talking those lower numbers, but in terms of he's been going to a full fitness in preseason, so his numbers look good, and we just need to get him up to speed with what we're doing.